Okay guys, welcome to another video. This was a requested video. I've gotten this question over the past few months, what this thing is on my chest. So it's made by Hill People Gear and it's called their Heavy Recon Kit Bag. They have a few other models, different sizes, some smaller, some bigger, some with more capacity, some with less capacity. Pretty much what it is, its primary purpose is a chest mounted concealed carry method. And you might be saying concealed carry, it's not that concealed. The point is it doesn't actively look like a pistol holster. So a lot of Alaskan guides, they have different leather Kydex chest holsters. And I looked into those. The thing is if you're in like state parks and stuff like we are today, you don't want to be walking around flaunting, big old revolver or handgun. And the other advantage is, in addition to just a pistol or a sidearm, you can carry other small things that you might want access to. So real quick, if you come in a little bit, is it like right here? Mm-hmm. So real quick, how this works, some people might like this and some people might not. There's not Velcro, there's not snaps to be super quick. What you pretty much, at least what I do, is if you keep this corner open, it rips open and you have access to a sidearm. And then when you're done, again, it's out of sight, out of mind. You can just leave that a little exposed. The fabric is not waterproof, but it is water resistant. It's a 500D nylon. So the advantage of this over an open mounted holster is if you're in rain or snow or mud, it protects the pistol, or dust if you live in the desert. So that's the back pocket. As you can see, there's this Velcro type hook and loop material that if you don't want to carry a pistol in here, you could turn this into a medical kit. You could put rifle mags in the back with Velcro back mag pouches. So this bag is kind of universal. And then the front one, and I don't have to go over the exact contents because again, it's very open-ended. But in this pouch, I have a USB-C cable and an Anker 10,000 milliamp battery to charge a cell phone. I have some toilet paper. I have a spare ammo holder. I just have a notebook. This plastic bag is just whenever we go on new trails, I'll print out a map and I'll throw it in this plastic bag just in case we get turned around. And then I have some string. It doesn't weigh that much and it may come in useful. I have a little keychain light, because then if it's dark and you're looking for something, or you can turn this on, just for a little bit of illumination. I have a compass. I have a little bag with Band-Aids, I think some moleskin, some antiseptic towels, some triple antibiotic, some like Benadryl, aspirin, just in case you get like cut or, you fall and you scrape, whatever. And then this little tin, there's a whistle, and then inside of here is about 15 Tinder quick fire starters and a little spark wheel, just in case we wanted to start a small campfire. It doesn't weigh that much. And like I said, you can put whatever in yours. From time to time, I might throw a multi-tool or a Swiss Army knife or a Bic lighter, depending on what I'm doing. Depending on the clothing you're wearing, or if you're wearing a pair of pants that don't have pockets, you can throw your car keys, you can throw your wallet, your cell phone, flashlights, anything in your pocket that you might worry might fall out. And then on the front here, all these little slots are so you can mount molly pouches to the front. So you can mount like a binocular pouch if you're doing bird watching or hunting. You can mount some binoculars up front here. You can mount a GoPro if you're like a mountain biker or a hiker and you want to get footage on the move. You could mount a GoPro, and then on the bottom there's some molly loops, and then this is an elastic Blue Force Gear pistol mag pouch, and actually we're using it right now, but the selfie stick that we're using right now, when I'm not using it, I just stuff it right in here, so it's really easy to get to. Originally why I put this here is I would stuff a Mora knife in there, but again, it's just a single roll of molly webbing on the bottom. And you can see on the back here this mesh up here, and it's a very minimal harness, which I like. I just took my backpack off, but it's really comfortable and easy to wear this in conjunction with a backpack. That's how it was designed. You have a quick release buckle here, and then all that I do is I pull it over my head, and it's kind of a hassle to get on, but I'll just show it quick. And then I just feel for that strap, follow it back, and hook it. I'm a bigger guy, so I kind of have the straps adjusted all the way down. So if you're shorter or smaller, there's a lot of room for adjustment, so you can wear it high, or you can have it this adjustment and it can be carried around your belly button. So it's pretty universal in sizing. And then depending on your girth or your bust, these two straps adjust here. A few downsides I found is you can see this webbing I wrapped back around itself. What I found is if you don't do that, this adjustment, all these adjustments move around while you're hiking and loosen up. So once you get it to your set adjustment, you just route the webbing back through. It's not that big of a downside, it's just an observation I found. So in essence, this is a fanny pack mounted higher up. So a fanny pack would be mounted down here, this is mounted higher up. The advantage there is depending on if you're wearing a backpack, a lot of good backpacks have a waist belt. So you can see this keeps my waist clear to attach my waist belt. The other advantage of having your pistol up here as opposed to a hip holster or an appendix carry is on long, if you're walking a lot and you have a waist belt over your pistol, it would be really hard to get to. You'd have more steps, you'd have to undo this, lift your garment up, go to your pistol, as opposed to having it up here, it just keeps it off your waist. The other thing is doing hiking and walking and stuff like that, you get a lot of movement, and I personally don't find waistline holsters that comfortable, and especially like appendix carry, and now you have a waist belt going over, pressing that pistol into your waist, it's just not that comfortable. So I kind of view this as my hiking everyday carry kit or everyday carry bag. So all this stuff I don't carry with me every day, but if we're out walking in the woods, biking, snowshoeing, cross-country skiing, it's just a few extra things that I'd like to have with me, all contained in kind of a self-contained kit. The other thing I like about it is how open-ended it is, meaning because it's not a dedicated pistol holster, you can set this up for like search and rescue. If you wanted to put like trauma medicine stuff and navigation gear, you could set this up for like law enforcement. If you needed a chest rig to hold rifle mag pouches. The other thing I like is it's fairly slimlined, and of course you can mount extra things to make it bulkier, but it kind of hugs your body tightly so it doesn't really get in the way. It's not that cumbersome. It's really comfortable to wear on its own or in addition to with a backpack. And the other big thing is biking. Sometimes it's hard to wear a backpack while you're biking, but having this mounted up here, even on your bike, if you came to a stop, you could access stuff without having to hop off your bike and pull a backpack off your back. So this isn't the only game in town. I checked on Amazon before filming, and there's almost an identical copy of this by Emerson Gear. It's made in China and it's a complete knockoff of this, but it is half the price. So if you prefer stuff made in China, that one's about $50 or $60, roughly half the price of this one. I just prefer American made stuff, and that one is kind of a blatant ripoff of this, and it's probably made of sub-quality zippers and materials. But if you want a cheaper alternative, that one is out there. And I'm sure there's a lot of other ones that I missed that are kind of a chest-mounted pack. So I could extend this video 20-30 minutes longer explaining every single application you could use this for. Fishing, hunting, just hiking, you know, kind of the sky's the limit, and that's what I like about this, the universality. So if this seems like something that you would find useful, I'll leave a link to the website down below. Keep in mind, it's an American made company and it's a small company, so the prices are a little high. But like always, if you have any further specific questions, you can put them in the comments down below and I'll try and answer them. And you can go back to my homepage, watch some of my current videos. If you like what you see, feel free to subscribe.